welcome to Alongside Lauren. I'm Lauren and I'm so thrilled that we get to spend a little bit of time together on this Sunday afternoon as I try and get life prepared to assist me in the coming days ahead. Although technically what I'm making right now is not going to assist me with this week, but it is going to help with the following week. My husband and sous chef Heath and I are going to be travelling down to Sydney for the long weekend, and so I thought that seeing as I had got our lunches, dinners and breakfast prepared for this week, that I would get our breakfast prepared for the following week, which will hopefully just take a little bit of pressure off.
A whole nother level of preparation.
Yes, well, you know,
there can never be too much preparation, right?
As far as
never
I'm concerned.
be too much.
So I am going to be preparing a frittata using a few bits and pieces that we've kind of got kicking around the fridge and pantry. So the frittata that we have prepared for this coming week is a really beautiful cauliflower and blue cheese frittata with some ham that we're going to be serving with some asparagus and spinach on the side. And today's frittata is going to be a little bit different, probably I guess closer to maybe like a Spanish tortilla, which is like a sort of egg and potato based one, because I have got some potatoes that I have, and sweet potato that I have pre-roasted that we're going to leave in the bottom of our frittata dish. So while I was getting bits and pieces prepared for the frittata for this week, and also just preparing some bits and pieces for salads and things, I've got some just random leftover bits and pieces that are going to feature in the zucchini slice for this week. So I have got here the just sort of bigger hard bits of, very technical term, the bigger hard bits of the wombok cabbage. So I'm going to add those in. And I've also got some offcuts from asparagus that are going in. And this will all sort of get like blitzed. So it'll all get smushed down and will taste amazing. And I've also got there some sausage that I cooked. We had an incident with our freezer where the door wasn't shut properly. I'm pretty sure it was me, so I'm going to own that. That's all right. And bless his cotton picking socks, Heath was the one that dealt with it. Thank you, darling. And as a consequence, we had just a few bits and pieces that had defrosted that we needed to use up, which incled some sausages, which I cooked up yesterday.
And also some bananas, which I'm sure you will talk about later. But for now,
a lifetime supply of bananas, I'm pretty sure, also known as about 2 kilos worth. And so we created some banoffee jam.
Oh.
Which I made a couple of weeks ago, and it was just so tasty. So it is a jam that I have made out of banana, sugar, lemon juice, lemon zest, and Southern Comfort, because I'm classy.
Now, I'm cutting up some onions to go in the frittata. How many onions do you reckon we need?
It says one, like, sort of big onion. So what do you think that would equate to in teeny tiny onions?
Oh, okay. Well, I've got way too many at the moment, so maybe 2?
Maybe we'll go 3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've also got some zucchini that we'll add in, and some carrots that are looking slightly worse for wear. So this is the perfect thing for them to go into.
So one of the great things about a frittata or a zucchini slice is when we have a big week, and this week is yet another big week for us, Lauren has to get away for work very, very early because her trains are not running. So there's some more
Trying
complexity
so hard
to her
not to complain
travels.
about it.
Having the frittata, we can pack them away into individual Ziploc bags. This case with a little bit of asparagus as well,
This will be a bit loud.
at least this week.
Yes.
And take them with us to work. And either eat them at work or eat them on the way to work, depending on whether you're
It's
in a train.
perfect.
Yeah, and it works out really, really well. Now, as always, I'm setting aside the onion peelings and the offcuts
Yes.
because you like to save these
Yes.
and then plonk them into a freezer bag along with a heap of other offcuts
Yeah.
and use them for things like onion soup and
Yeah. So it makes a great stock. A great stock base. Just making sure all that veg is nicely chopped up. So you don't end up with like hard uncooked bits of carrot.
haven't really caught up. You need these.
I don't know, not yet. You're all good.
Okay. All right. Cool. You're one step ahead. I'm pleased.
Well done, darling. And yeah, I think I'll be bold. I'm going to put it in here. So that's the sort of smooshed up veggie mix. There's the carrot, asparagus, wombok, and cabbage.
And all of those veggies were probably sort of B grade, weren't
The
they?
zucchini, yeah.
And yet, by blitzing them all up and cooking them all together, you wouldn't even know.
Exactly. But I've done my math.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so this will mean that we'll end up with about with the onion, it'll be sort of 2.5 serves of veg per serving,
Righto.
which is great.
Okay, I've got some onion for you for whenever you are ready.
Amazing. We'll just pop it. I'll pop it into the semi mix, or we'll give it a blitz, and then. Ooh. So we had some lovely cool mornings and cool evenings, and the nice cool weather is no longer with us. We've definitely gone into the warmer parts of the season, and that's okay. I mean, the good thing about warmer weather is that it kind of makes you want to eat the things that are probably
A bit more salad-like?
Yeah.
Is that what you're getting at? Yeah, I know what you mean. I also really like the warmer weather because I don't have to think as hard about what clothes to wear when
This
we
is
go
true.
for our runs.
yes.
Because sometimes we'll go for a run, we'll run to a coffee shop and then walk back. And if we're walking back, I tend to get very cold in the winter. But now it's warming up. I don't have to think about that. I can enjoy the warmer weather. So that's pretty cool.
So we've got the potato and sweet potato that I had roasted with a bit of salt, pepper, and rosemary. And now I'm just going to add in the sausage to kind of relatively evenly disperse it.
It reminds me a little bit of like a pub meal where you get, you know, your sausages and
Roast
mash
veg.
and roast
Yeah.
veg. Yeah. The cool thing about the sausages is you did something that not many people do, I reckon. The way you cooked the sausages was you just put them on a piece of baking paper and tossed them straight into our air fryer.
Yes.
And within, 10 minutes or something, or
Yeah.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
Very, very short amount of time, you had perfectly cooked sausages with like a
Yes.
crispy edge.
Yeah,
And that
without needing
crispy
to muck
edge.
around with turning.
Yeah, you didn't even need to turn them, just straight away, all ready to go. And that crispy edge, I reckon, is the key. That's the key to a tasty, cheap
So
sausage.
we've also got, because they were cheap sausages. So for our lunches this week, one of the other items that had partly defrosted was some beautiful beef flank steak. So we changed our arrangements for the week really quickly to be able to use up what we had to hand.
Yep.
And we marinated that in it's becoming my sort of go-to steak marinade, which was white wine, soy sauce, some garlic, of course.
Yep.
How did
Always
I forget?
garlic. Always garlic.
And because I use white wine, I use white pepper. And
Yeah.
it was really, really tasty. I also reserved some of the marinade because we had some chicken that we needed to cook up for the same reason. And so marinated that chicken and cooked it separately. And we also had some chorizo sausages that we needed to use up. And so we are going to be dining on a chicken and chorizo paella for our dinners this week, it's not a traditional paella. It's definitely more cauliflower based than rice, but still got a little bit of brown rice
It
in
still
there.
had a bit of brown rice, and the brown rice was actually brown rice from a previous meal
Yes.
that we prepared,
That
where
I
we had excess brown rice.
Yes, and they had just frozen.
And you put it into a Ziploc bag, just froze it up,
That's
and
perfect.
it's back to life, ready to go.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So the banoffee jam here, I was calling it boozy banana jam, but Heath maintains
no.
it does. Banoffee is more appealing, and it definitely tastes like banoffee, which is amazing.
It tastes like caramelized banana and cinnamon.
Oh, it's so good.
And it belongs on ice cream.
It's so good.
It's so good.
And so we had about 1.8 kilos of bananas that were in the freezer and had defrosted. And so we have
Still a bit hot.
created these beautiful jars. It's such an interesting colour. It's sort of
It is. It's like naturally banana will brown a bit, but it is more red.
Yeah, it's really... Anyway,
It's
I found it really
fascinating, yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
So
there it is. There, it might be the cinnamon that we're seeing.
possibly, but you could
that's
already see it being
putting a bit of
almost
red
a
in.
little bit purpley
Yeah.
before I added
Yeah.
the cinnamon in. So
Pretty fascinating, really.
yeah, but I'd made a batch of it a couple of weeks ago. Used it for to take to work for scones for my team, and they were delicious, if I do say so myself. And so yeah, there will be more banoffee jam for my team at work, and I imagine a bit more banoffee to go with our
Desserts. And our pancakes. Yeah, particularly good on pancakes.
Although
So,
we
yes.
we do have sort of an eye on the fact that we are going overseas at the end of the year, so we're just sort of trying to
keep the calorie
rein
count a
things
little
in
bit,
so-
lower. I'm going to try and lose a few kilos before we
Yeah,
go, so that we can put them
bit
straight
of
back
fat
on.
loss. Yeah, I know, but like put it straight back on with like pastry.
Oh yeah, make it worth it. Make it
So
worth it.
because
Yeah.
this is going to be serving us for 4 breakfasts next week, so ordinarily I would use 8 eggs for that, but these are only extra large rather than jumbo, so I think I might do 10.
We typically get enormous eggs. That's just how we roll. Is there anything I need to grab out of the oven?
I'm just gonna have
You gonna have a look at it?
look. So I've got
Sure.
banana bread that I was cooking. Everything's finishing at once. That's the way it
Lots of
goes,
things
right?
going.
Oh, that looks beautiful. All right, still needs a little bit longer
Okay.
because we are in a slightly strange place at the moment, which is that we do not have any bananas in our house. I've used up all the bananas. I've used up the bananas that were in the freezer.
Yeah.
I've used up...
The fresh bananas that were in our fruit bowl.
Yeah.
All the bananas. Everything.
It's a very strange...
We always have some bananas left over. Something's frozen.
Yeah.
And we don't typically eat bananas just as bananas, do
No.
we? It's not really our thing. They're
No.
very high in sugar, so we just don't tend to,
Well,
right?
yeah,
That's one of the
and-
reasons.
We
but we
there are other things that we'll
do
go
put
to
them
as a snack
into
first.
pancakes and banana cake all the time.
Yeah.
And we typically will freeze them.
And look, in the past, I haven't been much of a smoothie gal, but I'm
Hmm.
thinking maybe I have a crack at doing some smoothies.
I'm a huge fan of smoothies. You know that.
I just feel like
Yeah.
it's not a meal.
Oh,
Is my problem.
it depends. Depends on how much, how thick you can make it.
Ooh.
That's what I reckon. I know you don't like those terms.
So we'll add in those 10 eggs.
Cracking away.
So that's 6. Well done, I can count.
Maybe put some
I'm
of
gonna
them
put the
straight in.
6
Yeah.
I've just got one egg that was a little bit cracked, which I think I'm going to
Yeah, it's always worth being cautious.
I had checked the eggs, but I hadn't picked
just
them
never
up
know.
and inspected all of them.
Just never know.
Ah, that's fine.
It looks fine. Yeah. I'll plonk it in.
2 more.
And if you've got any others that you're questioning. Do we need any more onion?
Nope.
Alright, I'm going to take this down to the fridge downstairs.
There we go. 10 eggs. Ah. I'll add in some veggie stock concentrate just to boost that flavour.
I'm not sure what you just said, but if it was something about your veggie stock concentrate, I noticed that you finished a jar of veggie stock.
I did.
So does that mean that we're running low?
Not really.
Okay.
Because I'd made like an extra batch, so I think I've still
Right.
got like maybe 3 or 4 jars.
Yeah, gotcha.
But I will probably make some soon. Okay. Now add in some black pepper.
So you mentioned earlier that you used white pepper because you
did.
used white wine.
Yes.
Is that traditionally how you make the
Look,
call
I just sort
on
of thought that it would
whether you
just
use one
look
or
a
the other?
little. I just thought with the colouring it might help, and this is the problem.
Because
I
I've
thought I
never
was
really
gonna have with this
known.
bowl.
I've never really known when it's right to use.
They do have.
White.
I think they have very different flavors. I find white pepper like more. I find it hotter. I don't know if that's right.
Oh,
And I find
really?
it like more fragrant. Like it. Oh crumbs! I knew that was going to happen. Like it has just a different flavor profile.
Okay.
But I'd gone to the Bow Desert show a few weeks ago, and the award-winning first prize blue ribbon jam was
Jam,
a pear and white. No, it wasn't. It wasn't pear. It was rock melon. And,
Rock melon?
And white pepper.
Fascinating. Yeah.
With lemon.
With lemon. Okay. All right. Because I was going to say what's balancing it out a bit, but yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, which just
Alright.
sounded fascinating to me.
Yeah. That sounds really interesting.
So
yeah.
this recipe normally would call for some olive oil. And so I have got here the oil from my beautiful Persian feta. which
Okay,
I'm
so
going to add in.
so we got this beautiful feta a little while ago,
Mm-hmm.
and we just finished the cheese itself.
Oh.
And naturally, the first thing Lauren thinks is, well, we're keeping that jar full of
Absolutely.
oil. That's going to go nicely in something.
Uh-huh.
Are we adding any cheese to this particular dish?
No.
Okay.
I've
All right,
gone.
that's fine.
I've
Yeah.
gone without cheese just
Well,
because we've got the sausage
It's sort of a
there.
roast. You wouldn't have cheese necessarily
Well,
on a roast.
I sort of thought we've got the sausage there,
Yeah.
which is, you know, that's going to add a little bit of fat.
Uh-huh.
And I kind of thought with the veggie stock concentrate and then with the adding just that oil with the flavouring of the marinated Persian feta, that we might get away with it. So now because of the mushroom, it's not the most appealing colour.
It is a bit grey, isn't it?
But so far the frittatas that we've been making have tasted really good. Even out that veg a little bit. And now it does look like it's quite liquidy, but most of that liquid is egg. That's protein, so that will set. But it will also get absorbed by that potato and sweet potato that's on the bottom. The magic of carbohydrates.
So is it worth
Absorbing
resting it
liquid.
for a little bit before putting it in the oven, or are we just going to plonk
I'll
it straight in?
rest it for just a tick, but
Just so that the veggies soak up the liquid a bit?
And I'll just get that soaking.
Yep. Cool.
Yes, the mushrooms do make it look a bit grey.
Ah, it's fine. Nice and
I'll
veggie filled.
Have another squeeze at
Another
this.
look.
Looks beautiful, right?
Oh, yeah. Very nice.
It's got a
Well
really
done,
nice
Bella.
rise. But yeah, I'm just...
Yeah. How does that look?
Ooh,
Pretty
good.
clean?
Yeah,
All right.
amazing. So I'll pop that to the side.
Hmm.
Get that in. And give that 30 minutes. And in 30 minutes, I am going to have what is going to be a deeply satisfying and delicious frittata for our breakfast for next week. And also a fantastic way to use up bits and pieces that were just lingering around the fridge or otherwise would have gone to waste. And I can't wait to do all of this kind of kitchen wizardry next week again on Alongside Lauren.